Have you ever asked yourself, why should I become a short sale expert? You've come to the right place, although the answers may not be what you're expecting. Hi, my name is Don Thornton. I am a short sale expert. I'm known as Don the Short Sale Guy because in 20 years, I have helped well over 3,500 homeowners get out from under an upside down mortgage, avoid foreclosure, and most importantly, limit the damage to their credit. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about why a recession is going to cause a market correction in the real estate market, and you're going to have more and more short sales coming. And if you're not ready for that, then you're going to be missing out. Why there's relatively little competition, which means you can really make your mark right now, and there's zero risk. So let's get into it. Okay, so economists, pundits, they're all over the place when it comes to is there going to be a deep market correction? Is there going to be a recession? And I think that you can really get lost in statistics when you think about this. I look at things very basically because look, you can tell by the gray hair. I've been around a while. I'm 58 years old. I'm old enough to remember back in the late 70s, early 80s, when interest rates were really high. I mean, I think at the peak we had something like 18% interest rates. We had close to 20% inflation. I mean, things were really bad. And yet real estate investing continued, but I think that because we've had such a long period of low interest rates, that a lot of people just don't know what it's like when you have a tight money environment. And we are going there. Now, let's look at two factors right now that are really going to cause, in my opinion, are going to cause some major deceleration in the market. Number one is interest rates. Okay, so we've been seeing that the Fed has been raising interest rates slowly. Now, I know if you compare right now with what it was like, 20 years ago or 25 years ago, 30 years ago, you're going to say, well, that's no big deal. I mean, back when, I first started thinking about becoming a real estate investor after I graduated high school. Back then it was like 15, 16%. And, we were only dreaming of having 10% rates. And the idea that as recently as like a year ago, 6 months ago, you'd have like 1 or 2% interest rates. Well, that would just have been considered heresy, that there was no way that could happen, but it was. So the biggest thing is inflation going to be curbed? I don't think it's going to be because there's too many factors. And listen, for people who are involved in a midterm election, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh well, Biden is Biden's fault, and it's their Democrats' fault, or whatever." There is a global problem with inflation, and there's so many reasons for that. I mean, we still have supply chain issues, and we're still dealing with COVID, the after effects of COVID, and plus, folks, we got a war going on. Okay, we got a war going on where it's not just military in Ukraine. It's all now. There's an energy war, and there's a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen with Taiwan and the People's Republic of China. When and all this stuff, and let's be honest here, okay? A lot of big companies are raising prices just because they can get the profit, and so far the government has not been willing to institute any windfall tax to help curb that. So right now you have inflation that is rising, and the feds are going to react to that with the only way they really know how, which is to raise rates. Now, as inflation rises, that means interest rates are going to come up with them, behind, but coming up with them. So, what does that mean for the real estate market? Well, every time the Fed raises a point and mortgage rates go higher by 1 point, there's a significant portion of people that will not be able to afford a home that they normally could have. So our prices are still sky high. And when 1 point goes up and people cannot afford the higher price, they can only afford a lower price. Well, then that means demand for the higher price properties is going to start going down, which means the prices are eventually going to start coming down, which we're already seeing here in Florida. So you're going to find that the market correction is happening, and two biggest reasons why it's going to keep happening, in my opinion, is because of inflation and rising interest rates. Okay, so that means that as prices go down, more and more people who bought at the top of the market, or more and more people that refied at the top of the market, are going to be upside down. And as inflation eats into their earnings, as if we get deeper into economic turmoil, then you're going to see people losing their jobs, getting their hours cut, and so on and so forth, which means they're going to have to sell their property and they're going to need to do a short sale. So what I'd like for you to do right now is to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, because like I said, I do this once a week. I'd love for you guys to be able to see my videos immediately. Click the little bell too, so you get notified immediately when something drops, and I'd love to have you. Now, another reason why you should become a short sale investor, and I've already spent part of this video telling you why I think economic conditions are going to lead to more short sales. Now let's talk about where we're at right now. Most short sales are not on most people's radar. So now is the time for you to plant your flag in your area, in your sphere of influence, and brand yourself as a short sale expert. Now you may be saying, Don, I don't know anything about short sales. Well, you don't have to, okay? Because you can work with me, because I've been doing this in Florida for 20 years. We're extending our business nationwide now. You don't have to know how to do a short sale. Now, if you want to learn how, you can. Listen, join my Facebook group, Short Sale Secrets. And I have mastermind up here very soon. I'm going to have private coaching available. I have, a boot camp that I'm going to be dropping here soon. Plus, I have my short sale course to teach you how to do it. And all that's going to be available. But you know what? Even if you don't want to do that kind of stuff and you just want to become a short sale branded expert in your area, this is all you have to do. You just have to start marketing yourself, branding yourself as a short sale expert. Because what you want is other agents, real estate agents, they'll know that you're a short sale person. And when they find someone who's upside down, a lot of them aren't going to want to do it. So they're going to say, okay, I'm going to refer to you. And then also, you've got other investors, wholesalers, especially other investors, fix and flippers, people who are out there looking for houses. They're going to come up against upside down people more and more, and you want to be top of mind awareness for them. So remember that. Start now, because in 6 months, 8 months, in 2023, we're going to start seeing more and more short sales. And if you start branding yourself now, then you'll be ready to get all those referrals. And guys, nothing's better than a referral, because you don't spend a dime in marketing to get that referral. Whoever gives you that referral is the one that spent the time and money to find that person, and they're just letting you have it. And work with me. Come join my group. We can talk about how I can teach you how to do that, and you can start making really nice money. And remember, we do the short sales for you. You're just going to joint venture with us. So it's amazing. So if this strikes a chord with you, if it resonates with you, leave me a comment down here in the comments section, because I tell you, I love when I get comments from my viewers. It kind of helps me get an idea of what resonates with them and whatnot. Because listen, I'm trying to put content out every week, and I want to make sure that what I'm giving you has value. So please, do me a solid and leave a comment. And another reason why I think you should become a short sale expert is because there's no risk. Honestly, there's no risk. Let's think about this for a second, okay? If you're going to be a fix and flip, you're going to buy the property. Now, you either use your own money or use someone else's money, or you financed it some way, either a private money source, hard money source, or you got your own mortgage. So it doesn't matter. The fact is, you're using money. Money's being put into the house to buy it, to rehab it, stage it, whatever costs are involved in your flip. You've got money out there. It's risky, right? So I remember a lot of people in 2006 and 2007 who were fixing and flipping, ended up losing their shirt. I mean, I did so many short sales for investors back then. Again, I constantly hear this, and it bugs me so much when I hear, oh, it's not going to happen. We don't have any toxic mortgages. Guys, history never repeats itself exactly, but it repeats itself with trends or reasons why things happen. We don't have toxic mortgages out there, but that doesn't mean there's not going to be a deep market correction. And that doesn't, it's a cycle, up and down, up and down. We've been going up for such a long time. It's going to come down. Now, the question is how deep it is. Is it going to come down? But I'm telling you right now, it's going to come down enough to where you are going to have short sales out there. And if you don't be involved in this, you're going to lose a lot of money. Because the skills that you've learned in a stable or rising market are not going to work in a bear market. Okay. So there's zero risk from our point of view because you don't have to invest a dime in a short sale with you if you're going to joint venture with us because we have an exit strategy that means that we don't take title of the property, which means that we're not risking any money at all. So when someone, when we find an upside down homeowner, whether it be a referral or we source them themselves, we start the short sale. There's no money in that. We're negotiating with the bank. There's no outgo for that. There's no expense for that. And then if we don't hit our number and we can't sell it, then there's no money out, right? And so when we do sell the property, we get the discount from the bank, we can sell it and we make money. Again, that's money that we've gotten as pure profit. The only expenses involved is the infrastructure of my team, paying salaries and so on and so forth to do the negotiations for our staff. Other than that, we're not putting money out in these things. We're not doing rehabs. No money is out there. And for you, when you're in a joint venture with us, there's no risk for you either. So it's by far the least risky strategy out there as a real estate investor. Now, I don't know what's better than that at all. So what I want you to do is you can go down to the description. There's a website to come with me to learn more about how I do this. You can reach out to me. Also, my Facebook group, Short Sale Secrets. Join that, and we can start talking about how we can make you a short sale expert and get you ready for the upcoming market correction that's going to lead to more short sales. Thanks.